Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel, to episode 5 of people driving tanks that have been removed from the tech tree. But that doesn't work. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. Welcome to episode 5 of the series of random players getting quite good results in... No. Right, next one on the line. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe, to the channel. Welcome to the random players in tanks in lower tiers, which is tier 1 to... No, still not good. I had another suggestion. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe. Welcome to random noob stomping. This isn't always noob stomping. We had some noobs in this series, so that one's down the drain as well. Yes, get that sorted with. Doesn't work, doesn't work. Let me get my coffee first. Coffee first. Black with sugar. Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, tankers of Blitz Universe. Low tier lows, episode 5. Bam, much better. This series is a blast. I'm loving it. And what I like about this, and I'm not kidding, I kid you not, I have received emails from people who said, Martin, I've been playing this game for very long, but I've always been a bit wary of sending in the replays to YouTubers because I don't think I play too well. I don't think I'm good, I'm average, I could be considered a noob, I do consider myself a noob. And to be honest, I'm happy that you're showing the regular players here as well, that you are showing the everyman, the regular schmo, as Klaus Kellerman calls it, and that you are taking the time to give us the possibility to shine on the World Wide Web on YouTube. And I like it because there's also players that have been long-term subscribers to my channel who are now starting to send in replays to these low-tier LOLs series. And, well, I know it's not always LOLs. Most of the time it isn't LOLs at all. But it just alliterates better. It's better than having random players driving tanks in the middle tiers achieving good results. Which quite sums up, which would be a good description, but it's a bad title. So we're gonna go with low tier LOLs, episode 5. And we're looking at ARF 060203 from the UFD1 clan. And ARF is in the Covenantar with the pom-pom gun. And you can see why it's called a pom-pom. It has a autoloader, 2 shells, as you can see from the magazine, reloading, and he's getting some help from the Panzer 4D, and then he's saying, oh, let the Panzer 4D just drive away. I'm gonna shoot this 14 TP. And his gun goes indeed like pum pum, pum pum, hence pum pum. And it is a tank that has been removed from the tech tree because apparently this is this is the best tank to play in the British tech tree. You have the tier 4 Matilda now, and I think you have the Electo. What do you have at tier 4 to go with the cruiser line? And I think you have actually one. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is a collector's tank, and it goes pum 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 pum. And just if you look at the amount of damage that you can dish out with this tank in tier 4, it has got 4 shots, 40 average alpha per shot. And if you then drive around and you have that light tank camouflage rating, pum 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 pum. Yeah, you like it, but you like it like that, mate. And everybody knows, like mine. They all want to get a kill, and here in comes the LTP, who is not blocking off by the looks of it, but he does. He does not get the kill. He gets trolled by RNG, gets low rolls, but on average you could do 160 with these 4 pum 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 shots, and that's quite a hefty amount of damage in this tier. You're looking at tiers 4 and 3. Of course, if you were in tier 5, you would have to resort to APCR, but still, doing that with your APCR shells, that was pretty OP back in the days. And by the looks of it, if you're an experienced player, or if you've been able to get to know the maps well, then it can still be OP. This tank, however, is in the tech tree, and it is driven by the aviation fan. It's the Matilda, which is now a heavy tank. It used to be a medium, but all in all, it had the role of a heavy. It led up towards the Churchill. It is a infantry tank. It had no other business in World War II except staying with the infantry and then supporting them, and that's a tank with a Tuba on top, which is the French SAU-40, and you could sit behind basically any type of ridgeline or hill or wall or whatever, and that tank would have no hope in hell of shooting you because that had a big tumor on top and a gun sticking out of his face. It looks ugly, it looks disgusting, and it's just a very much meh and poo-poo tank. With that said, we have the Matilda, which indeed leads towards the Crusader, so you have those cruiser tanks, and then you get this Matilda, and then you get a Crusader. It makes no sense whatsoever. They could have kept the Covenanter in the line, I think, but yeah. This Matilda of the red team is also there, and he's just driving backwards now. He's waltzing, as you can see. And this Matilda has not quite figured out that there's a wall behind him. And then he looks back and he's thinking, oh my god, that's a wall. It's a really big wall. I didn't quite notice it because that wall looks exactly like my camouflage. And two Matildas, because the aviation fan is in a platoon, two Matildas have just such a high rate of fire. They can chew through basically anything. And if you would drop adrenaline, which he's not doing here, if you would drop that, then the damage per minute is bonkers. It's not really tier 10 numbers obviously, but still for tier 4 it is bonkers. And this tank, Russian buyers, on the move, APCR shot with a BTS-7. That's a really quick tank. You won't be able to catch him. You will not be able to catch him, but yeah, you're a Matilda, so you can keep going. Oh, that's a Lago, that's a Lago. Shoot the Lago, shoot the ground first, get shot by the BTS-V again, then roll back, have adrenaline pumping. Look at that, 2.7 seconds, bloop, bloop, and there goes the Lago, bloop, bloop, pop, pop, pew, pew, pow. Yeah, rifle again, engine, boo, boo, shoot him again, and just some more, yes, no, get him again, yes, he gets him, the aviation fan, clears Wittemann in the Lago, and there's an M7 who wants to go over the dead car, the wreck of the truck, who has a dead driver who's bouncing on the front of the Matilda now because he wants to shoot HE. He's learned that from those lower tiers, from those little tips at the bottom of the loading screen that says shoot HE because it does the most damage. Yeah, but then you have to penetrate. So player underscore number thingy. Quick word of advice. I doubt you will watch this video, but if you do, shoot AP and aim. That's the best thing to do. And if in doubt, press 2, shoot APCR or heat or whatever, and then you will penetrate. Right, a bit of a problem here. Dead tank's turret sticking in the way. But anyway, the Matilda's picking up speed and he is going to chase the BTS-V. And now he's stuck on a truck. Right, just roll around the truck. Then bleed speed as you're traversing. Knock down the boxes and it gets stopped by the boxes as well. But here he goes with the Matilda. And warp speed. This is cruising speed for the Matilda. It has been buffed in that regard. It used to be even slower, I think. But this is really the tank. If you are in the lower tiers and you have a platoon of Matildas on your team, just stay with them. Don't do anything, just stick with them. They have the armor, they have the rate of fire. Just look at this. This tank cannot reverse because it is a tier 3 tank and it's getting shot to pieces now. And he is going to clear him, shoot it once more. Yes! And miss! And up the ass for you. There we go. Lovely stuff. Clears the M5 Steward. And at least just this pesky little BTS-V to shoot and kill. But the BTS-V is quick. That has the traverse speed and turning circle of an oil tanker as well. But it has a really bad gun. It has got good APCR penetration, but the gun it's just ridiculous. And the armor is a bit trollish. It's really a BT. It isn't a boat tank. People think that that's a boat tank, but it was a prototype made in the USSR, in Soviet Union, in World War II, and they were really trying to make a BT get as much armor as possible, probably maybe to rival this Matilda, but that's why you have all those angles. And just look at that, 1842 damage dealt. It's like monumental for a tier 4 tank, and just the number of shots you had to fire. Great stuff, thank you very much, Aviation Fan, for sending that one in. And I said, I was jabbering about the BT. That tank was just a BT 2 or a 5 or a 7, I don't know. But it was just a BT chassis and it was completely clad in angled and spaced armor. It had nothing to do with it being able to float or whatever. They just tried to slap on as much angled armor as possible to make that tank really bouncy. And, well, they quite succeeded in that regard. So, we're looking at noob removal algorithm here in the Chi Nu. We had that Chi Ha already on the channel, and they have a Chi Ha and a Chi Ni. But this is a Chi Nu. And newbie over here, he wants to shoot this guy, he's aiming and then nudge! Thank you, Panzer 5/4. Maybe you should not nudge me, but anyways, this is going to be a great game. This is low tier levels. I mean the entire game. There's not really big funny moments, but yes, track the KV, because that guy's like, I am I am a big Russian heavy tank. I go up and you you cannot shoot me. You just shot me. Let me shoot you, you Panzer 5/4 strange thingy tank. I will shoot you, and you will die. Haha, I got you. But here's the noob removal algorithm, who has just enough gun elevation to kill the KV-1. There we go. Player underscore number thingy vanquished. And now we can just sit here. And this is lower tiers. Shoot this guy once. There we go. Lovely stuff. Then we have Churchill, who's going to be very salty in chat after this. But this is what you have to do in these lower tiers. You just have to sit on a good spot and let them make the mistakes. And this A20 is trying to find cover behind that building, which is working out just fine. A Kami SP clears the B1, as you can see, who decided to roll forward for no real reason. And that A20 has knocked down the little house over there. And the Churchill is very unhappy. Bunch of morons. Right, but have no fear. Noob removal algorithm in progress. Because he's now shooting the Reds, and luckily they are all turning into one. Yeah, there we go. Plop. Get another one. Roll back. Let the gun reload. And they're just gonna come forward. One by one. And there's another one. Plop. Not even with enhanced AP, just straight through the front of the T-14. And he's got 4 kills. Look at that. That's a very decent amount of damage as well in a Chi Nu. But what's he gonna do now? Well, he's gonna roll away. Probably still spotted, might be unspotted by now. And this Wi-Fi T-34 is doing the bad thing in just going forward already. He did not reset his camo. You can see that noob removal algorithm has been spotted. He could probably reset the camo, but takes his time for the shot and kills the Wi-Fi T-34. And there's the Hetzer Kami SP. He Kami SP to me, and we're going to shoot him through the lower plate. Track him as well. Lovely. The Hetzer repairs, but you need just 3 good shots on a Hetzer to clear him. And he has lower alpha damage, as you can see, 130. So yeah, this is going to work out just fine and dandy. The Hetzers have a second thought. He's reversing. Yes, lower plate. There we go. Lovely stuff. But he takes a shot from the Hetzer. Is that bad news? No, of course not. It's just the Panzer 4D left. He can take 1 shot from the Panzer 4D, and depending on the health of the Panzer, noob removal needs like 3 shots. Oh, he's sitting AFK. Thank you, Hetzer. We would have figured it out already. Oh, there he is. Yes, once more. There we go. Lovely stuff. Okay, says the M8A1. And there was some jibber jabber in chat as well, which I have no clue what was happening, but there we go! 7 kills for noob removal algorithm. Algorithm complete. 7 kills, 2,319 damage dealt, Resenius medal, Top Gun, high caliber, and a mastery, of course, in low tier lols. Episode 5, because yeah, despite it not being always funny and lolly, this is the best title. Episode 5, 2 more to go. Cheers, happy tanking. Catch you on the next one.